Hi friends! So I'm gonna film that brow thing that you guys have been asking me to do since I have time. Yeah, so if you want your brows to end up looking like this, I shall show you the way. Just hang tight. Let me wipe these off so I can do them again because I messed up the first time I filmed this. Okay, be back. Alright, from the top. So what you're gonna need is, what I like to use is the Benefit Gimme Brow, which is just, wow, which is just like a brow gel volumizing thingy-majig. It just gives your brows life, basically, but anything like this will do. I know Ulta has one, and I like to use powder. So right now I'm using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the shade Dark Brown, using the Anastasia 7 brush. It's just an angled brush. Any angled brush will do, really. But honestly, I would recommend this one. The NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. This is only $6 as opposed to this, which is $23. And this lasts so much longer on my skin. And I have oily eyebrows, sometimes, like oily skin. My brows get oily because I have oily skin. So this lasts so much longer on me than this does. And this cost a pretty penny. So, you're also gonna need... I don't like the spoolie on this end. I don't know why everyone likes it, but I like to use a different one, so because this one's like so much softer. You need this to like brush your brows, and also a little concealer brush. Do that little thing YouTubers do. And to clean up my brows, I use this NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. You can't even read it. It's basically concealer in a jar, which it is great. I have it in the shade medium. So let's get started. Oh, also you need a brow gel, which I also have the Anastasia one in clear, but any brow gel will do, to be honest. Let's get started. Long ass intro. I'm sorry about it. Alright, first things first, grab your Gimme Brow. I barely have any left, so I'm like scraping the sides right now. Alright. Start at the end of your brows. Oh, shoot. I forgot to say, I like to start off, before this, I like to spoolie my brows to like brush everything in place. But I kind of did that before I started this video. Just know, spoolie your brows. It's the key to success, my friends. Alright, so the Gimme Brow is just there to like, you know, gimme some brow. Oh my god, I'm so lame. But yeah, it just gives your brows life before you go in with the powder. Because sometimes the powder isn't enough, but this just makes it just steps it up. You feel me? Alright, other one. I want the mirror to be in your face, but I need it in my face, so I don't know how YouTubers do this. Awkward angle shit. But yeah, there you go. Just putting the product where I need it most, which is on the ends of my brows. Not so much right here, but I'll bring it in here anyway when there's not much left on there. Alright, I'm just gonna go in with the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in dark brown. Just going in on the dark end. You see how I'm placing my brush flat like that? Take which side you put that on, which is like that, and start at the end of your brow, right here. Basically, whatever side you picked up the product on, that's where you want to lay, that's what you want to lay on your brow. Also, it's best to keep your brow, like for this side, keep your brow, the angle like that. For this side, angle like that. Makes sense? You don't want to go in like that. That's just awkward. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to be as detailed as possible because my last video, I missed a whole bunch of pointers. Alright. So, yeah, I like to start on this end because that's where you want the most product at the end of your brows. After you've deposited most of it, that's when you want to start coming in toward the center, right here. because you don't want there to be too much product on the front of your brow, because that's what we're not going for. We're going for the more natch brow, you feel me? Alright, same thing on the bottom. I know most people start on the bottom, but I just like to start on top and bring it down. I don't know. And then I underline the bottom. It's all preference, really. If you do your brows enough, you'll develop your own way. There you go. Also, fuck, I forgot to mention, the general rule with brows is line up your brush at the center of your nostril, and it should, this is where your brow should start. Right here in the middle of your nose. Right there. That's where it should start. Your arch, line up your brow with the edge of your pupil. That's where your arch should be. The end, line it up the bottom of the side of your nose, bottom of your eye, outer corner of your eye, out to the end. That's where your tail should end. I'm gonna leave those there for reference. So pick up a little more product, extend the tail to where your marker is at. Feel free to do the marker thing too, because you can always just rub it right off. See? And you've got your tail where it should be. If you ever go a little overboard, this is where the spoolie comes in. I don't like how the marker's still right there, so all you gotta do is spoolie it out, and it's gone. It'll be gone. On to the next brow. So same thing, except instead of dipping it that way like I was earlier, I'm gonna dip it this way because we're on this other brow now. Like that. Start on the tail end because that's where you want the most of your product. This is so uncomfortable. I don't know how people do this. Bring it in once there's less product on your brush. General rule, same thing. Center your thing. There, arch. Right there. There. Alright. So, there's barely anything on my brush, so I'm gonna just bring it in where I marked it. Rub it away. Gotta touch up that tail end to where I marked it. You also see how I'm doing just light strokes, like light, constant. Do it, because it'll give you that natural look. Alright. Go a little bit in more right here. Now, we're done with the powder. If you want, spoolie it out a little more. Never hurt. Next, for concealer. If you can always leave it at this, but I like to clean up my lines a little more so it looks a little more fleeky, I guess you could say. So I'm going into my NYX concealer jar. You only need a little bit, okay? Promise you, just a tiny bit. You don't want too much. I don't like to place the concealer right where I want it to be. Basically, I just place it a little bit lower, like there, because I don't want too much product right where I'm trying to clean up, because it's going to be harder to blend out. Whereas if it's a little out here more, it's easier to blend to where we're trying to clean up, rather than going overboard the first time around. Am I making sense? I don't know, whatever. Yeah, there's that bottom part. Next one, just a little bit. Looks like a lot, but I promise I tried to grab a little bit. Probably is a lot, but whatever. I'll just blend it out, if anything. Same thing, just clean up the bottom. And you can also do the top, which I do, but you know, to each their own. I do the top, so I'm going to show you. So just, again, take a little bit of concealer, go on the top. Don't put your product too close to your brow because you don't want it to be a hot mess. And just gonna clean that up right there. There's that one. Compared to the other end really quick. I don't know how people do this. This is impossible. I'm trying to make sure you guys see this, but it's so awkward. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, this needs some more blending, but I'm scared my phone's gonna run out of space again. Whatever. Just pretend that's blended. Alright? You don't see concealer there. Okay? Spooley just once more, because that's looking a little bit harsh right there. I do not like that. Alright. When in doubt, spoolie it out. And to finish it off, set it with your brow gel. You want your hairs going all over the place. You want to keep them in place. So just brush that through a little bit, and you are good to go. Natch brows. Oh my god, I'm annoying. Okay, bye!